Hello, everyone. My name is Fran Flowen, and I am an associate member of Chinook Wind's show chorus. Sometimes, if you're lucky, a special person comes into your life and becomes your friend. Sometimes, if you're lucky, it happens when you least expect it. Sometimes, if you're lucky, that friendship lasts a lifetime. I got lucky. I met my special friend when I joined Chinook Winds in 1979. Over the years, she has been my teacher, my mentor, my director, my role model, my caregiver, my counselor, my nurse, and most of all, my friend. It is an honor for me to be able to present the ACE Award to Susan McLean. I looked up ACE and found out that it stands for Achievement, Contribution, Excellence. I'd like to add to that amazing, caring, exceptional, or maybe awesome chorus educator. Or how about always cleverly efficacious? Now, if you're wondering what on earth efficacious means, well, I looked it up. It means being capable of producing a desired effect, like being able to make things happen, because that's what Susan does. She makes things happen. And make things happen she did. She joined Chinook Wind's show chorus in 1977, and no one suspected that that chatty newbie with the long blonde hair would become a fast-moving train on the Sweet Adeline track. She never proclaimed to be someone special, although she was, or to be very knowledgeable, although she was, and she quietly surveyed the Sweet Adeline world and started making subtle changes. Not long after she joined our chorus, she was elected president of our board of directors. With her organizational skills, she soon had the chorus ticking like a well-oiled clock. Her potential was recognized, and soon she was sent to the Sweet Adeline Mecca, Tulsa, Oklahoma, for leadership training. For those of you who know Susan, you know that her mind is like a sponge. She absorbs everything she sees and hears and stores it away for future use. Unlike some of us who store knowledge and then forget where we put it, Susan has that knowledge in her back pocket and can pull it out whenever she needs it. It didn't take long for the leaders from the chorus, the region, and even international to recognize that Susan was a diamond in the rough and just beginning on a great adventure. In 1982, we left Region 13 and Region 26 was born. Some of us felt lost and abandoned, but not Susan. She joined forces with strong members from BC, Alberta, and Saskatchewan, and together they worked to build a dynamic and progressive region that today is known and respected by Sweet Adelines all over the world. Meanwhile, back home in Chinook Winds, Susan's left arm was twitching. Her creative arm waving captured her the position of assistant director. In fact, she had a t-shirt that proudly proclaimed that she was the bestest left assistant in the West. It didn't take long before she began a 14-year span as the director of Chinook Wind's show chorus. During those years, she was instrumental in presenting innovative shows and performances with scripting, staging, and inventive costuming. In 1990, she helped us win regional contest, and in 1991, she took us to international in San Antonio, Texas. And then she did it again, and in 1994, and took us to New Orleans in 1995, where we placed 12th in international, just a few marks away from being mic testers. We were so thrilled. And wouldn't you know, she was Region 26's first master director, scoring 600 points or more in regional competition. She held that unique position for several years until she was joined by a few other amazing directors. She also received the Region 26 Spirit of 26 Award. In her 45 years in Chinook Wind Show Course, Susan has served on the Strategic Planning Committee and nearly every committee and team position that there has been. She says she's never been on the costume committee. Well, maybe not officially, but you better believe that her left hand and all her little fingers have been busy tweaking costumes since day one. Back in the 80s, chorus costumes were uniform. From our skirt hems to our hair pieces, everything had to be consistent. Susan was always striving to push the envelope and broaden our horizons. I'm sure some of her creativity was involved when we appeared on the Show of Champions in a myriad of colors, shapes, and fabrics as each member dressed as her favorite movie character. Susan constantly put forth out of the box ideas, but she lost the battle with the costume committee when she suggested that we wear our white cowboy boots with our pink satin dresses on the Show of Champions. Ah, too bad. That might have been fun. In between all her many activities, Susan found time to share her musical talents with quartets. On a personal note, she sang with me in Sasson class, and she was our fifth member in Harmony Cats, singing either lead, bass, or baritone, depending on who she was filling in for at the time. She's also a fantastic coach for both quartets and choruses. However, her claim to fame was singing baritone in the fabulous quartet Rhapsody. In 2001, they were wildcard competitors at the international competition in Portland, Oregon. Susan didn't just share her talents with Chinook Wind's show chorus, she was also active at the regional and international levels. She was on the regional board and again worked on just about every committee that there was. She eventually served as regent of Region 26. She was part of the RMF, Regional Music Faculty, and was CC, Convention Coordinator, and always ready and willing to step in whenever and wherever she was needed. International appointed her as DMA, Director of Musical Activities, and IER, International Extension Representative. Not bad credentials for a single mom and a young nurse from Brandon, Manitoba. Her nursing skills are always present. She has generously and happily been a caregiver for several of her friends from the Sweet Adeline world and beyond. Her calm, knowledgeable presence has helped many of us through health issues and speed bumps. She has grit and determination, and when something needs doing, she gets the job done. A few winters ago, Susan fell and broke her foot. She wound up in an air boot and on crutches. The fall must have shaken up her good judgment because she let me talk her into coming back to once more direct Chinook Wind show chorus after the current director left. Well, after all, it was no big deal. She couldn't do anything else, and all she had to do was sit on a stool and wave her left arm, right? Wrong. When I broke my ankle this spring, I got to experience firsthand what a monumental chore that must have been. Sorry, Susan. Susan is loved and respected by Sweet Adelines from many corners of the world. She has been an inspiration and a motivator for many members who have had the privilege of experiencing her knowledge and training, her creativity, her problem-solving abilities, and her fun personality. In fact, if you have ever attended any Sweet Adeline function with Susan, you know that you have to allow a ton of extra traveling time between here and there because she's constantly stopping to chat with her multitude of friends and co-workers. So let's see, how have we done here? How about a quick review? Have we checked off all the boxes? And do you remember what ACE stands for? Achievement? Check. Contribution? Check. Excellence? Check. Awesome. We have a winner. It has been such a pleasure for me to be able to share this story with you. And to quote Susan, I will remember this as long as I can. May I present the 2022 ACE Award recipient, Susan McLean.